everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Save for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. I talk to you about my love for dressmakings, patterns, fabrics, and we have general sewing and live chit chat. So I hope that sounds of interest to you. Welcome back to all my regular viewers, so glad you could be here, and if you're new here I hope you enjoy this vlog and consider subscribing. So welcome everybody to my Friday Sews instalment, where I talk to you about what I've been up to in the world of sewing and what my plans are for the week ahead, so I hope you enjoy it. So this week I have got lots to show you. So hopefully if you're a regular viewer, you will see that I have uploaded my collaboration vlog video that I did with the lovely Emma from So Do It Emma. We both decided to make the closet core Carolyn pajamas. They were on our make 9, and so when we both found out that they were on our make 9, she reached out to me and said, shall we do a collab? And I said yes. So I'll link the card to the collaboration vlog up above, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I've got a whole blog on it, but here they are. I made them in this fabulous Mickey Mouse fabric, well, cotton, 100% cotton that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, and I made the long sleeve version with the cuffing and I absolutely love them. It was such an enjoyable sew. I did French seams throughout. I've got some cute little labels on it. Let me have a look. Yeah, little labels all over it. And these really cute Mickey Mouse buttons, which I think really finish it off. And I also made the long trouser version. You can do a shorts version, but I like to have my legs all covered up. I'm normally cold, so I like to have long trousers. They were my Carolyn pajamas, and as I say, I thoroughly enjoyed the make. It was so nice. They're so lovely. As I've heard from a lot of people who've made the Carolyn pajamas, they love them so much that they don't like to wear them, and I'm a little bit like this. I haven't worn them yet properly to bed because I've been wanting to show you in the Friday sews, but now I will definitely be wearing these tonight, hopefully. To find out more about those, please head over to my vlog and Emma's vlog, where we talk about a full pattern review and the process. The other thing I've been doing this week is trying to get started on my project Dresser Girl. So this is being ran by Mary Sews. So if you want to find out more information, I'll put all of the links in the notes below because I've talked about it on my vlog before and I don't want to keep going over the details. But basically it's sewing dresses for girls that are living in underdeveloped countries, part of the developing world, that, you know, are living in poverty, and, you know, some of them don't have a dress. So this is all about sewists coming together to make dresses for these little girls. And I have these lovely cute little labels with Project Dresser Girl on, which we sew on the front of the dresses, and this is so that if any predators are trying to prey on those girls for trafficking, etc., they will see that they're being looked after by an organisation. So yeah, so they have got to throw those on as well once I've made them. So I have got one dress cut out and I'm in the process of cutting it out. It's the tent dress by Desiree Patterns. I'll put it all in the information below. So it's in this lovely heart cotton, craft cotton, but it's lovely and super soft, and I'm making the 2-year-old version of this. It's got lovely ruffle on the bottom, pockets and ruffles on the sleeves once it's all done. That's in progress, and I've still got to cut out the other ones. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do all tent dresses or I might look at some other dresses that are out there, because this one is quite fabric hungry. Now this is a free pattern that's being offered for the whole month of September. If you put the code PDG22, which is Project Dresser Girl 22, in the promotion box when you check this pattern out, you will get it free. But again, I'll put everything in the notes below, and you can take part in this all over the world. There's ambassadors all over the world that are accepting donations, so once it's all sewed off, I will send it off to the UK ambassador and they will forward it on to the project head office. So that's my Project Dresser Girl coming together. Just need to get it done. The other thing that I've finished this week is my toile of the heather blazer. So I said to you that I don't know if I said I'd cut it out. I think I'd cut it out in some old cotton linen blend that I had in my stash that I think I got from Snapdragon Fabrics. ages ago when I first started sewing. It was a very, very cheap fabric in a very grey lilac-y purple, and I didn't want to cut into my good fabric before making a toile of this. So it actually came together so quickly, I couldn't believe it. I didn't expect to get it made up in a week, but I did, doing bits and bobs here, and again, really enjoyed the process. Friday Pattern Company patterns are absolutely amazing. I know I don't really like the saltwater slip, but this pattern is absolutely amazing and I love it. So I'll just move the camera around and show you it on the mannequin. So here it is. Here is my heather blazer. It's on the mannequin, all ready to show you. It's also got another item of clothing on under here, so just bear with me and I'll talk you through that in a second. But this is a heather blazer made in this really gorgeous linen look cotton. I think it has got some polyester in it as well, because of the feel of it. But it's a nice fabric actually. It's a really nice fabric actually. I really enjoyed sewing with it. So I've made the heather blazer and I've got my button on it here. You can see I've got this really nice button, and yeah, collar. Really enjoyed sewing that. And I've got this lovely just ivory lining inside it, and that just came up really well. I watched the tutorial from Friday Pattern Company that Chelsea does, and it really helped me. Even though the instructions are good, the bottom is quite, the hem is quite difficult here, and I'm really pleased with it. I'll just try it on to show you. Oh, I also put a little label in it that says sewing is my superpower, which I really like. I'm so happy with this actually. I made the medium. Obviously it's an oversized fit, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that looks on me. I'm just going to move the camera back. I'll insert a full length picture when I get a chance. Yeah, that is my heather blazer. I think maybe I just need to move the button over a little bit so it doesn't pull when I do my actual proper version. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. A lot of people don't bother putting the button on, but I had one in my stash that I thought went perfectly. This lovely one that was in my stash, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. The only thing I need to work on is the sleeves. The sleeves, there's a step that you do to make sure the hem doesn't drop, and I thought I'd done it correctly, but it is dropping a little bit, so I need to just rectify that and make sure on the real one, what do you call the actual one after the toile? Let me know. So the real one, I'm going to call it, or my best one in my best fabric, I've got to make sure that I just check that, and there is a step in there where Chelsea recommends you pull it through to check that it's okay, and I didn't do that, so you know, it's no wonder. But yeah, I'm really happy with the length of the sleeves, and yeah, it's a lovely blazer, and I will be wearing this one. And actually, because this has got like a grey tone, although lilac isn't in my colour palette, I'm really happy with it. So I don't want to go into too much detail about this because I am doing a collaboration for the heather blazer with Crystal from My Social Thread and Claire from Stitch Hem Sew. But I wanted to show you because I have made it. So that is my heather blazer. I made the size medium. I did mention I'd cut out the medium, and that's perfect really for me. I was worried it was going to be too tight. It's actually a really nice fit. And I don't think even if I lost weight I'd size down to the small, because the small is a UK 6 to 8, which I don't think I've ever been in my whole life, so I'm really happy with that. So that brings me very nicely onto my next make that I've been doing this week, and it is my toile for the Dressmakers Ball. So the Dressmakers Ball is held on the 1st of October, and it's being run by the Crafty So and So. It's being held at the City Rooms in Leicester, which is in the heart of the textile industry, and it's in a Georgian Grade 1 listed building. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll try and put a photograph in to show you. There's going to be a dinner, a catwalk, live music, goodie bags. There's going to be a charity prize draw. There's going to be cocktails, and it just sounds like a fantastic experience, and I can't wait to go. So it's £75 per ticket, and there are tickets left if you still want to go. And I know there's people going on their own. I'm not going with any family members or friends. I'm meeting sewing friends there, and you know, I know there's other people that are going on their own as well, and it's just going to be lovely just to meet up. I know Michelle from Sewing Bunny's going, and Karen from So little Time's going, Anna from You Got Me in Stitches is going, I'm going, and I'm sure there's loads more that are going that I haven't talked about. So yeah, if you still want to go, get a ticket and come along, and you know, if you're scared of coming on your own, don't be scared, because there'll be loads of us there to, you know, chat to. You don't have to actually make your dress either. If you're a beginner and you don't really feel comfortable making a dress, you can actually make an accessory. You don't actually have to make anything, you can just come. But there are prizes for best male outfit, best accessory, and best dress in like beginners and experienced dressmaker category. So yeah, you don't be held back by your abilities or nervousness around that. If my dress doesn't work, I'll just wear a ready to wear one. So yeah, I've been getting on with my toile, and I showed you a few options last week, and the 3 options were this McCall's one, which was a favourite at the time, this very easy Vogue jumpsuit, or the V9 373, which was very similar to the first McCall's one, but a bit more flary at the bottom and a halter neck. High neck halter neck. Now the thing that was putting me off this one was the fabric that I ordered. I only ordered 3 meters because it was really expensive, and also I don't think they had 4 meters anyway. So this one I was a bit worried I wouldn't have enough fabric for, because for the long dress version it says you need 4.4 meters. However, I decided to toile it, because actually the more I looked at this, the more I thought it would be flattering, because it comes in at the hip and out at the bottom, and it's very similar to the style of my wedding dress. So I thought I felt great in that, so hopefully I'll feel great in this. Now this is funny, I made this version, which is the short version, in my bedsheet toile fabric, because I thought I don't need to cut out the full version. I just need to get the fit right here, and the bottom's just a matter of hemming it. So I cut out the smaller view, and when I tried it on, it came down to my ankles. So I actually probably need to make that version and just lengthen it a little bit, probably add a couple of inches on rather than the long version and take 5 inches off. Now the good news with that is the version A, which is the shorter version, only takes 2.9 meters of fabric. So that being said, I think I'm going to be able to do this in the fabric. So I've made a twirl, I've checked the fit of it. This dress dummy is very similar to my figure in respect to my measurements. Now, as I've said, you all know that I've put on a bit of weight, as I talk about it every time I speak to you. Now, the top size on this pattern is a size 12, which I didn't realise the Vogues were a 12 and the McCalls are a 14. So ideally, I probably should have made the 14. However, I have just checked it, and there is a little bit of leeway there. You can see that it doesn't quite meet, but there are 6 seams on it, because there's a princess seam at the front, princess seams at the back. So I'm confident that if I don't lose a couple of inches off my butt, and it is only my butt, my waist, probably need to take a little bit off my waist as well. But yeah, my butt just needs to lose an inch or so. But if I don't lose that inch there and there, I can let it out at the seam allowance, because the seam allowance is a 1.5 centimetres. So, you know, there's a few inches to gain all the way around there. And if you look at the top, I always have this problem with my McCall's patterns and, well, Big 4 patterns. When you look at the amount of excess fabric I have at the top half of my back, and this is because I don't have that hourglass figure. I'm a bit more straight. I haven't really got that dent, that kind of like curvaceous waist. So yeah, you can see that I've got loads of excess fabric here, and I will have to take a V out of that, which I had to do on another McCall's pattern that I did to get the zip to fit right. So I'm really happy with that. I am happy that it will fit me the size I am today, and I don't really need to make any adjustments other than let the seams out a little bit. So I'm very happy with it. It's really lovely. I hope you think the fits, you know, it looks nice. Obviously, have to use your imagination. I've made no other alterations to it. I obviously haven't put a lining in it. I've made up the neck, and I just really like this neckline. I think it's really, really nice. And I'm really happy with it. So that is my twirl. Came up really easy. In effect, it is just, you know, 6 pieces. Is it 6 pieces? 7 pieces, because you've got the neckband, and then the lining repeats again. So it's a very quick sew in respect of, you know, how much you have to do. There's just these pleats at the top, which are really nice. And I haven't put the invisible zip in, but I am going to do that to make sure I get the fit right, because I will attach the invisible zip there, and then if I need to let it out, I'll let it out at each of the seams. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's how I'm going to do it. So at the moment, the front runner is this one, because it reminds me of my wedding dress at the bottom. I'll put a picture of my wedding dress so you know, but it's obviously, it wasn't a halter neck, but it did have that kind of cut out, and I think that helps give me a bit more curve, and then it came in and then flared out. So that's the front runner at the moment. If I can't get it all out of 3 meters of fabric, because I think one of the fabrics is a little bit narrower, I probably will look at doing this version of the dress, because it's a similar construction, similar, but yeah, I really want to do this one. This one got put to the back of the pile because I was told that actually getting the fit right on the bust area can be a bit tricky, and I don't want to be faffing around with that. No, thank you. So that is my Dressmakers Ball twirl. Okay, that was my twirl. Now let me show you the fabric. So I've got 3 fabrics to show you. The first fabric is the fabric that I was going to make this up in. And it was a very, very cheap fabric that I got in the sale from Crafty So-and-so, which are also the people that are hosting the ball. Now, I only had 2.5 meters of this, so this is why I discounted it. But they have got a super sale on at the moment, because they are moving away from selling fabric and focusing on their courses and teaching and workshops, etc. So they're selling everything off, and they've got their crate back satin at the moment for £2.50 a half metre, so £5 a metre. And I got this for £5 a metre, and I got 2.5 metres of it, and it's this gorgeous like purple crate back satin, which is absolutely stunning, and it's got a little bit of stretch in it. Now I noticed on their website when I had a look yesterday that they had 1.5 meters left of it, so I've snapped that up, because obviously it was only £7.50. In total I will have of this fabric 4 meters, which hopefully will be enough to make up this dress if I need to use this fabric. Obviously that would be very, very plain, so if I do go for this fabric, what I plan to do is buy some applique or some kind of detail, flout lace or something to kind of scatter over the bodice or this side bit here. But that's a work in progress. I don't really want to buy that yet, because the fabric that I do really want to use is this other fabric that I'm going to show you. So this is the real cheap version. So this was £20 for 4 meters in total. So yeah, that would be a really cheap bargain dress if I made it out of that. Please check out the Crafty So-and-so, because they've got so many fabrics on there that are really, really up to 50% off some of them. So I really recommend you look at that. Right, moving on to the fabric now. So this fabric is from New Craft House. I have never ever purchased fabric from New Craft House because it's just really expensive. That's why I've never done it. But this is a special occasion and I wanted to push the boat out. So let me just get my notes. Now I've bought 3 meters of each of this, and the first fabric that I want to show you is this stretch silk satin. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very, very, it is quite, well, it's not see-through, but it's very thin. But it's beautiful, it's like water. It's got a lovely drape on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's in this really, really dark, I think it's described as indigo, dark navy fabric. And as I say, I've got 3 meters of this. And this was £20 a metre. So you do the math, 60 quid. So that is what I want to use for the dress. But that is a bit boring, isn't it? So what I wanted to do was get something to go over it, like an overlay. That is where you cut all your pieces out of the both fabrics. So it'll be 3 fabrics. Your lining you cut all the pieces out of, you cut out all the pieces out of your main fabric, and then you cut all the pieces out on your overlay fabric. Then you baste the overlay and the main fabric together and deal with that as one piece, and then you get this nice effect, and then your lining as normal. So I looked at what kind of overlay fabric I could go for, and I didn't really want to go for lace because, you know, I love lace and I had that on my wedding dress, but this isn't a wedding dress. So I went for this fabric, which is a silk burnout satin. So I hope you can see that. So it's on a very similar indigo background, and it's got this jade green, oh, it's much better if you stand back actually, jade green burnout flowers on it, and I just thought it was stunning. So the theory is that that will be the main fabric, and then overlaid on top of it will be this fabric, and I just think that's going to look stunning. What do you think? Oh, I'll tell you how much this was. Just got to check my husband's not listening. It's £32, I think. But as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. So yeah, that is, we're all eating beans on toast this month because I had to have this. At the end of the day, if you were going to a ball and you were buying a ball dress, I've been to balls with work before and I've spent £100–150 on a dress before. You know, so I'd love to have only spent 20 quid on it, but yeah, I just thought it was absolutely stunning. So you could understand why I don't want to cut into it and make any errors with it. So that is the plan. I've never done an overlay before. I'm very, very nervous about it because it's big stakes. If I mess it up, I've wasted money on some gorgeous fabric. And not only that, I really want to wear this fabric. So I'm only going to make this up if I feel really confident. If I don't feel confident enough to cut this out, I will go with the purple crepeback satin instead, and I will put some applique on it to really like give it that bit of difference. So yeah, what do you think? Do you like the fabric? Do you think I'm mad spending that much money on fabric? You probably do, but I don't care. It's my money and I work hard for it, and yeah, this is a special event. I've not been to anything special for so long that I'm just really excited. So I hope you can visualise that bed sheet in this and this. I will do a separate vlog on the process. I'll try and take photos of me going through it and obviously put it all together and show you it. But yeah, this is a big thing for me. I'm very new to dressmaking. You know, I haven't been sewing, I've been sewing less than a year, so this feels like a big challenge for me, but I know with all your support I can do it. I just have visions of turning up to the Dressmakers Ball and sitting down and my dress ripping and it all falling off. So I hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is the fabric, so I'm really excited about that. So plans for next week, probably no guesses to what I'll be doing, but I'm going to get, the priority will be getting the 6 Project Dresser Girl dresses cut out, and I mean I'd love to get them all sewn up, but I think I'm being a little bit unrealistic there, but I'd love to, because I really want to get them done and posted off and ticked off my list to make sure they get there. I want to finish the toile of my ball dress. I want to get the zip in, let it out if I need to, and also check out and make sure I've got the right underwear to go underneath it to suck me in. So that's that. And then I'd also like to cut out the real version of the heather blazer. I've shared this fabric before, so it's no surprise. This is the fabric. It's this See You at 6 gabardine twill, I think, like a canvas twill, and it's this Frida Kahlo, and I love it. And I've got, what have I got? 1.5, 2.5, I think I've got 4 meters of this, because I purchased some more from Andrew Beyond the Pink Door, because I thought I wanted to make some shorts as well, so make it into a set. But I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I want to get this washed and cut out. It's not washed yet, and I think that's going to make a really cool heather blazer. I cannot wait for that. That's that one. Yeah, and I think that's it. that's it for this week. I think that's enough to be doing. Cut out my heather blazer, finish my toile for the Dressmakers Ball, finish up, make all the dresser girls. Oh, and there's one more thing actually. I had a really exciting delivery yesterday. I have ordered some dyes to do my ice dyeing project that I'm doing for So Purple to end ALZ 22, which is all around raising awareness for Alzheimer's and raising funds to help fund research into cures and treatments and preventative measures for Alzheimer's and dementia. This is being run by the amazing Michelle at The Real Michelle Sews Again. She is absolutely great. I'll put all the notes in below to link to her YouTube channel. She does a really good launch video where she talks about the reasons behind why this is so important to her. Her father passed away from dementia, Alzheimer's specifically. And yeah, it's really heart-wrenching story, and yeah, he sounded like such a lovely guy. It's very close to my heart as well because my mum has a very, very rare form of dementia. Thank goodness she hasn't lost her memory. She knows who I am, etc. And she can still drive as well, but we don't know how long that's going to happen for. But she's lost her ability to speak, which is really quite devastating. She can't communicate verbally, which, you know, it's not nice really. But as I say, it's very close to my heart and I want to raise awareness for it as well. So I'm joining in with this challenge, and we are both doing a ready to wear lounge set ice dye. Now Michelle's done loads of ice dyeing before and is really good at it. Read loads of research on it, read loads of YouTube channels. She watches loads of YouTube channels. I've watched one YouTube channel and I think I can do it. So I need to do a lot more research, but this week I want to have a go at testing some just scrap pieces of fabric and bed sheets I'm probably going to do and test it. So I've got my dyes, I'll just show you quickly. So the dyes come like this, fibre reactive dyes, and they're like a powder, and you also have some soda ash, which I believe sets the colour and helps keep the longevity of the colour. And basically, long story short, you scrunch up the fabric or tie the fabric however you want to get the design, and there's loads of weird and wonderful designs that you can do. Then you sprinkle over the colours, you put the ice on, and it just melts, and you leave it there for 24 hours. And it makes a wonderful pattern. That's the theory. It sounds really easy, but I'm sure it isn't. So yeah, all of these have come through. I've got lots of different colours, predominantly purple, obviously, but in purples that I would like to wear. So yeah, that is something I want to start getting done this week, just to start, you know, making sure that it works and I get it right, because I don't really want to make mistakes on the lounge dress set, because although it was a cheap lounge dress set from Primark, I actually want to wear it. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to do. Right then, I think that's everything that I've made this week and all my plans for next week. So hopefully you've enjoyed this vlog, and if you have, please click the like button, and if you want to comment, please leave some comments. As I say, if you're interested in attending the Dressmakers Ball, I'll put all the links in below and you can click the link and purchase a ticket. It'd be great to see you and say hello. So yeah, I can't wait. And if you're going already, let me know. If you want to support my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi account where you can buy me a coffee, and any funds that I receive from that I plough back into the channel, as you know. But more important than that, just please keep coming back, and if you don't subscribe already, please click the subscribe button. So I hope to see you all soon. I hope you all get a load of sewing done this week, and I'll speak to you all next week with my next update. See you all soon. Bye.